Black and White Network. We are back with another video. We're going to be talking about crazy Hollywood leftist Ron Perlman. Folks, these people in Hollywood have completely lost their minds. This is why Hollywood is a dying brand. This is why these award shows don't have anybody watching them anymore, because these people think you're stupid, and they may be stupid themselves too. Now, when it comes to the whole parental rights and education bill, which is now law, the people on the left have completely lost their mind. They have dubbed it "Don't Say Gay," when it has nothing to do with being LGBT, whatever you want to call it, in the bill. These people obviously, I guess, don't know how to read. But I have the bill here. We're going to read a little bit of it here, the summary anyway. Not going to read the whole thing. It has nothing to do with that. And it's kind of funny how Twitter is still allowing these lies to be spread around Twitter. You know, because they're all about facts. Remember that, right? There's no little symbol at the bottom of his post here that we're actually going to be watching here in a second. Twitter has nothing that says like, oh, this statement has been disputed. No, none of that, because he's a crazy leftist here. Ron Desantis has broken this man. He's broken this man. And it probably all goes back to Trump. Trump has really broken the woke Hollywood celebrities, folks. Ron Perlman, over here on Twitter, made a post. Dear Governor Ron DeSantis. He actually tweets directly at him. And I'm pretty sure Ron DeSantis doesn't really care about Ron Perlman here, because Ron Perlman is lying about everything here. But let's watch this, guys. Let's watch this all the way through. I'm going to remain silent. Let's roll the film.
Good morning, Governor DeSantis. Ron here. Don't say gay. Don't say as the first two words in a sentence spoken by a political leader of a state in the United States of America. Don't say. Don't fucking say, you fucking Nazi pig. Say. First Amendment. Read about it. Then run for office. You piece of shit.
This man's broken. This man is broken. This man is lying to you. Now, he's saying that Ron DeSantis said, don't say, as in don't say gay. Ron DeSantis has never said that. This is a lie from the left here. And he called him a Nazi at that. Folks, you want to know a little something about the National Socialist German Workers' Party? When it came to education, the children were the property of the state more than they were your children. So the parents didn't have much of a say. The state ran the children. All children were required to join the Hitler Youth when they reached age 10, if I'm not mistaken. This is what these people want. They want your kids to be slaves of the state, and they don't want you to have a say in it. But Ron Perlman, a leftist, still out there lying about all of this. Folks, here is the bill right here. And by the way, check out this tweet here. This tweet right here says, Dear Mr. Perlman, 2 comments. Please read the bill, and hopefully this will assuage your concerns. 2, please reacquaint yourself with the notion of civility. You can make your points without the curse words. Cheers. I'll retweet this as well. Well, you know, leftists don't have any civility. They freak out just like Ron Perlman. And obviously Ron Perlman did not read this. But luckily for you guys, I have it pulled up right here. This is the summary analysis of the parental rights in education right here. It has nothing to do with being gay. It's not telling anybody, hey, don't be gay. Don't say gay. None of that. Let me read the summary analysis here. The bill specifies how a parent's fundamental right to make decisions regarding the care and upbringing of his or her child must be addressed in the public school setting The bill requires that school districts adopt procedures for notifying parents if there is a change in their students' services or monitoring related to a student's mental, emotional, or physical health or well-being. All procedures adopted under the bill must reinforce the fundamental right of parents to make decisions regarding the upbringing and control of their children by requiring school districts personnel to encourage students to discuss issues related to his or her well-being with his or her parent. The bill prohibits school districts from maintaining procedures that withhold information or encourage students to withhold information related to a student's mental, emotional, or physical health or well-being from parents. A school district may only withhold information if a prudent person would reasonably believe that disclosure would subject the student to abuse, abandonment, or neglect. So let's say, for example, that a little kid is coming, bringing up something to his teacher, and his teacher probably notices some welts on his arm or something, or on his body. Maybe the kid is being abused. So therefore, they probably wouldn't go directly to the parents immediately, because they may end up taking it out on the child if that kid is actually being abused. Makes sense. The bill prohibits instruction on sexual orientation or gender identity in kindergarten through third grade, or in a manner that is not age appropriate or developmentally appropriate for students. So that makes sense right there. Folks, if I was 5 years old, 6 years old, and the way they're doing this whole gender identity thing, it would confuse me. Hell, I'm already in my 40s, and some of the stuff they're putting out there now is completely confusing. I mean, up until 5 years ago, did anybody even hear pansexuality? I know I really didn't. I mean, there's all these different pronouns, they, them, that would be confusing, especially as a young kid when you're trying to learn the English language. And if you hear the word they, you're thinking more than one person. But in the wokeness and gender identity, they're talking about one person. Doesn't make any sense. Let these kids just grow up naturally. This stuff can be addressed later on. At the beginning of each school year, a school district must notify parents of all healthcare services offered at their schools, at their students' school, and provide the parent the opportunity to individually consent to or decline each service. Additionally, schools may not administer a questionnaire or health screening form to a student in kindergarten through grade 3 without first receiving consent from the student's parents. At school district, student support services training must adhere to guidelines, standards, and frameworks established by the Department of Education. By June 30th, 2023, the DOE must review and update as necessary all relevant guidelines, standards, and frameworks for compliance for this bill. The bill creates a cause of action for parents that permits them to enforce their rights through declaratory and injunctive relief. A prevailing parent is entitled to attorney fees and court costs and may be awarded damages. The bill does not appear have a fiscal impact. I think they made a mistake right there. The bill has an effective date of July 1st, 2022. That is the summary right there. Nothing about don't say gay. And if you want to go deeper into this, they go more into parental rights and also medical stuff. Like, for example, they even have a section here that actually allows the school to actually give medical help to a student if it's an emergency right here. Now, it does say here that there's a section here for parental consent for healthcare services in schools right there. Parents generally have the right to be informed about and give consent for proposed medical procedures on their students. However, the state has an obligation to ensure that children receive reasonable medical treatment that is necessary for the preservation of life. Yeah. So like if the student's like has a big gash and bleeding, yeah, then the school has to act immediately right there. That's what I'm saying. So Ron Perlman obviously is not playing with a full deck here. This man is lying to you. I just read the summary and a little bit of the parental rights in education law now, I guess you can call it. This man's lying to you. This man is lying to you. It's nothing to do with don't say gay. It's empowering you, the parents, to be in the know and to decide what is best for your children. See, this is why leftists also don't like fathers in home. They hate fathers in home, especially in the black community. They hate it. They hate it because things would be a whole lot better if fathers in the home married to their mothers, married to their wives, I should say, raising their kids together. But they don't like this. They want students to be property of the state. And Ron Perlman just confirmed that. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, this is crazy, man. Ron Perlman is an idiot. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.